We're supposed to be on the Barra Dam fishing right now, but as you can see, the weather's not too flash hot. Now you'll see at the start of this, there's a little bit of barra talk. We did have a plan of chasing a few barra, and we did for a little bit, but we had to work with what we were dealt with, a bit of weather and stuff. We managed to get out the reef for a day though, so we were keeping an eye on the weather, and when it was good, of course we weren't going to go to the dam, we were going to the reef. We had an amazing day out at the reef, which you're going to see in this episode, but you will see some barra stuff along the way. We didn't manage to catch any barra. Braxy's first barra still eludes him, so does Taj's. We will get them eventually, we will be back, but until then, stay tuned and watch one of the best episodes I reckon we've ever had. One of the best fishing days I've ever had in terms of rewarding as well, because we got to take the boys to the reef, and probably a bit of a life-changing experience for you, wasn't it, mate? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Hope you enjoy it. Welcome back. You can obviously see we're in the car. We're on our way up the coast, a long way up the coast. We're going up to chase some species that we don't get at home, so we've got to do the miles to get there. Almost the end of school holidays, long weekend coming up, so we thought no better chance than to get up the coast, or no better time than to get up the coast now and do a bit of fishing. We're going to go and chase some barra. If the weather's good enough, we're going to get out to the reef as well. We've got the Hot Tackle Sportsman on the back, so it's going to be a pretty epic trip, and we've got a couple of barra first timers in the back here. Boys have never been to the reef, never caught a barra. What do you reckon, boys? Pretty excited?
Yeah. Hopefully catch some.
Are you more excited than you sound?
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
I'm sure they'll be talking your ears off when they hook their first barra or catch one, but here's to hoping. We don't get to do this very much, so we're not super experienced at the barra stuff. I've been to the reef heaps. We've got my brother Trent with us as well. We bring him to drive us up there. Nah, me and Trent have done heaps of fishing together, so we know what we're doing out the reef, but we're sort of a little bit novices at barra. We have done a little bit of it. We've both caught a couple, but it should be a pretty fun episode, so stay tuned, and we might see us a little bit later at our first campsite. That's pretty exciting. Well, we've just pulled up at our first night stay. It's about 12:30 in the night or morning. First 10-hour stint done. We've booked into a nice little truck stop here on the side of the road, rolling the swags out. Not too fancy on these fishing trips, but we're going to save a lot of time by just calling in. We're going to get a quick 3 or 4 hours sleep, back on the road tomorrow because we're keen to get up and get some fish. Me and Braxy in this swag together. Dan's behind the camera, and he's actually got a padlock, I think, and he's going to get me to padlock the outside of his swag because he's that worried about sleeping on the side of the road. We're about halfway through the travel, a bit over halfway. Really good sleep last night, 3 or 4 hours on the rocks on the side of the road there in the swag. You've probably seen that little setup in the dark, but we're pretty keen to get fishing, as I mentioned. We've just called in here, got a little bit of brekkie at the Gin Gin Cafe. What a place. Yes, it is a new day as well because I might be wearing the same clothes, but when you sleep in a swag on the side of the road in 30 degrees, you probably don't want to get changed until you've had a shower. And there won't be any shower and we'll be fishing. So let's go. Well, as you can see, we're still driving. Bit of driving involved when you travel 2,000 k's up the coast. But we're a little bit, well, we're making pretty good time, I should say. But where we're staying tonight is still a couple of hours north. But we've got an opportunity to fish a dam that's a little bit closer to where we are. So we're going to get a couple of hours of daylight in Savo. So we're going to go to a different spot. We weren't originally going to fish this spot. I've got a mate that lives up here pretty locally, and he's done a fair bit out there. He's given us a little bit of a rundown on it, and he reckons it's a pretty good opportunity to maybe go and tick off a fish straight away. So we're instead of just driving for the rest of the arvo, I'm going to go out to this dam, have a bit of a fish, try and get a barra, and then jump back in the car, drive back again through a bit of the night, and get up to our final destination. So hopefully you see us catch a few barra this arvo. If not, hopefully we catch them tomorrow. Jump on and have a go. I'm having some water, I'm about to die.
You can see it leader knots and everything.
Oh, there it is. Look, 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 look.
Stop there, pause. They'll see it from that far away if they're keen.
Yeah?
Yeah. When they're on, they like, if you land it near them, they'll follow it when you land near them. Go flat out, flat out. Yeah, stop now, stop. They're not hungry, they're not turned on. He should be looking at that.
Couldn't put it in front of him any better.
No. That's when you know they're not eating. Is that one coming? How much coming? Oh, they are not hungry at all. They had a look and turned away.
It did, eh?
Well, we are here. What a trip. I think we left Wednesday at about 2 o'clock. Up 4 o'clock Wednesday morning to get stuff ready. Left by about 2 o'clock Wednesday. And it is now Friday morning and we're getting our first proper fish in. We caught into a dam on the way up, met up with Clarkie, one of my good mates, and done a little bit of fishing. The heat is ridiculous. We had 40 degrees, I reckon 100% humidity and almost no wind. We had a little bit of wind yesterday, Arvo, but today looks like we're gonna have no wind. So we're gonna do our best to get some fish, but this is like the whole opposite end of the spectrum for weather. Normally rainy, cold, windy, now we're copping 40 degrees and the sweat is already beating out of us. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, you wake up sweating. It is ridiculous. We spent that first night on the side of the road and that's rattled a lot of us. So we've got to go and get some water back into us and try and get hydrated this morning and then get out there, and we're going to try and do the best we can with what we're dealt. We probably can't fish all day long. Cameras are probably going to overheat or melt. Well, to throw another little spanner in the works as well, we got up here by about 9:30 last night and we can't get the boat into the actual hotel we're staying at. So we've had to park in a little sneaky spot, but it's about a 3 kilometre walk from the boat to the room, up the hills. It's that far. Dan's logged it on his Strava app. So, oh well, it's gonna get better. All right, we're still having fun. Seven o'clock in the morning, balmy 35 degrees, 100% humidity. I'm normally pretty excited and happy when we're fishing, but at the moment I'm a little bit upset. You put so much time and effort into something like this, coming up here, like 20 hours travel, all the money, and then we've just got everything against us. It's dead set, so hot, it's ridiculous. We've got the perfect conditions for sight cast and barra. No wind, no clouds, and then the water's mud. You literally can hardly see your lure in the water once it sinks. So we're gonna be no chance of spotting a barra. On the flip side of that, we've got a live scope and we can scope them, but when it's stinking hot, no wind at all, and sunny, live scoping's not as good, so we just can't catch a trick at the moment. Gonna try and grind one out in this heat. We do have a saving grace, hopefully. Looks like with the way this weather's going and being so calm, the reef's going to allow us to get out there to it tomorrow. So we might come all the way up here and want to catch a barra, but maybe we don't get a barra. But even just one day on the reef sometimes can be one of the best days of your life. So hopefully we can get out there and have a bit of a trip saver. Not saying we've failed yet, but I'm not feeling real happy at the moment. Just here. Oh, it's going under again.
Oh, yep, I've seen that. Oh, it came back up
See it? Its tail's out?
Yep.
Back under again. See, yeah, it's just the tiniest bit of his tail coming out. Oh, see him? Look at him rolling. Look at the size of it, big silver. See him rolling his side then, boys? Wow. He's still there. You might have to try and cast. Just wait. All right, ready. Just wait a sec. See, he's travelling right. So you've got to get it in front of him. Got to get it in front of him. So out here, Brax, go. Yeah, perfect. Wind. Twitch. Wind. You spooked him. He's coming towards you. He's coming. Twitch it. And then get in his face. Oh, boosted. That's sight casting barra right there. He was moving pretty quick, and we had this big shallow patch of weed that we wouldn't have been able to cut through. So I tried to sort of cut him off, and then we got a little bit of a gust of wind, and Braxy's first shot at one. And then I tried to save it by going past him and casting, but then I spooked him. So it's not the first one I've spooked, and it won't be the last one I spooked. Yep, let it sink there. Perfect. Give it a twitch.
Where is it?
Keep going, you're on the bottom. Wind. There's two on the base of that tree there. Look, ready? Right there. Just drop one straight down, Brax. There's 2, 3 fish right there. Yep, drop straight there. Yep. Twitch it there, bud. See that electric just died? Yeah. Yep, batteries are flat. No, we didn't have a lithium charger, that's why they wouldn't charge.
What are we doing now?
Well, there's only one thing we can do now.
What?
Pull the boat out. Well, if you were wondering how hot it is, that's me feet sticking to the boat ramp. Oh, 34 degree water and 40 degree day. Man, it is hot out there. We failed this morning. We tried. I'm not going to say it, but just stuck to the ground again. Ready? This is how sticky it is. Oh no! Oh, far out! I just melted my feet. Right, show them the tan too. How's the tan? Polka dot tan. What we're going to do now is go buy some new batteries for the electric motor. I don't know if the heat's got to them. They have been going a little bit flat. I charged them for like 2.5 days, but we've got about 4 hours out of the motor and the batteries are gone dead. So now we have to go buy 2 new lithium batteries for the electric motor and potentially come out for another session out at the dam. We are still going to do that reef day hopefully, but who knows? I mean, our luck at the moment. How are you, mate? I called you about some batteries. Oh yeah, what's that? Another 15-20 minutes?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Sweet, we'll fix a payment up now and that anyway, and we might go get some lunch.
You all look groovy with your tops on, eh?
Yeah, we all packed and we all put the same shirt on this morning, didn't we? Part of a team. We're a gang, a fishing gang. Oh, we're here at the battery shop. What's it called? Battery warehouse up at Airlie. We got the 2 batteries for the boat. We're gonna go chuck these in for the electric motor. Ian here at Battery Warehouse at Airlie's looked after us. I even called him and let him know we were coming in an hour or 2 ago, and he chucked the batteries on charge for us, so they're at 100%. These are the actual ones, not those ones you've seen before, but they're still super lightweight. We'll go and chuck these in the boat and hopefully do some more fishing. We went to jump back in the car, but the boys had a good idea. I want to go give Ian a on the chew hat for being such a good bloke.
He said
he's gonna go
he
wear
said
it when he
he's looking
catches the
forward
big
to it.
dogs.
Yeah, when he goes out and chases the dogs.
Yeah, that's what he said. And he said, thank
I
you.
don't know what he meant.
Get any bites?
Yeah,
Tomorrow, we're actually going to catch some fish. Touching wood in case you're wondering.
We'll get them.
We've got a living, breathing banana with us this trip. He's behind the camera. We have to take him everywhere, the banana. Because as soon as you bring a camera out, the fish scatter. Didn't know the fish up here were so scared of YouTube, but turns out they hate it.
Hope you like salt.
I'll sort the fishing gear.
Yeah. I'll put one of that.
Chef Trent will make the food.
No chef going on here.
Trent Ramsay.
Hey!
Lucky. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Oh, it's not even his birthday.
It's on Anzac Day.
So you get a free dessert at Hog's Breath. The box is broken. I didn't do that. Look, that one's broken as well. Someone else has already done it. Clean up in all four. Clean up in all four.
Coming Anzac 50s or them? Chopped chip ones? They'll melt. Get them, they'll melt. Good shopping with Rock, you can hear him wherever.
Yeah, please. Got to pack for a big day at the reef tomorrow. We won't be coming home early. Need plenty of food, plenty of water, plenty of fish. Well, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. We've jumped up really excited to go out to the reef today. And there's a full-blown thunderstorm happening. We just can't win on this trip. It's ridiculous. I'm sure you might have already seen some lightning in the B-roll, or it's going to happen behind me in a second, but that's pretty wild. We're just going to have to go down the ramp now and just pray, sit at the boat ramp until the lightning stops, and then try and get out there. We're still going to try and go, but see what happens. Hopefully, I think if you're watching this, we probably did go, but maybe you'll never see it. Good way to ruin your morning when you're excited.
Yep, I'm on.
Get him, mate. Get him. Get him. Into him, brother. Quick. That's it, good boy. Get him, mate. Good techers.
I'm just holding the spool.
Oh, it's a good Spanish. That's unreal. Woo. On you, Braxy. That's sick. You want to talk to us, Brax? Tell us what happened.
Oh, so I was just dropping it down and then it started running and then you thought it was sharked.
I did. I grabbed the rod off you for a little bit.
Back and got it in.
You can see there, Brax has been practicing how to hook Spanish.
That's all I happened. I had the bail arm down.
Straight in the top of the head, the perfect hook up. Braxy's first ever Spanish too. He's already cooking himself. Trent lost me hat accidentally. Asked him to hold me hat. But lucky, on the chew, hooded jersey, with a little clip on there, and a buff. Don't even need a hat. Welcome to the Great Barrier Reef. We're finally here. Weather isn't as nice as it was supposed to be, but it's still definitely decent, fishable. The boys are already into it. First time out the reef. What do you think, boys? Brax is having too much fun to talk and Taj is running from the camera, I think. We've just drifted up along these flats here, fishing a little bit lighter gear for the boys so they can have a bit of fun. We've caught a couple of trout, a few other fish, long toms, some fun stuff for the boys. So we're going to fish a little bit lighter on these flats while we've got the tide. And there still is the odd GT that hangs around up here. And then after we get off these flats, when the tide goes down a little bit, we'll go chase some GTs properly. The boys will get to see one. They might actually try and catch one. We don't know yet. We'll see. What a savage! Lucky little trout, that one. Surfing! Trout surfing! Anyone would think I'd just cast that trout back out and wound it in again. Oh! Wow! Did you? Oh! What is it? It's a wrasse. Did you see that, Clarkie? The second shot he had at it. Oh! Well, this would be Braxy's first ever whatever this is, because he's first time at the reef. Geez, lucky you ticked it off with a Spanish, because that is cute.
Dad, it looks so cool too. That's a trout, eh?
Nah, that's a coral cod.
Coral cod.
Yep.
Oh no, he chomped the tail off.
Oh, that eat was sick. Trout just cartwheeled out of the water. Oh, look at the cod gonna eat him. Or is it another trout? Brax, throw your plastic at this. Quick. Oh, he's gone. He's a solid trout, man.
He's coming back.
Little lure holder. I like these big lures, eh? Oh, 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 oh.
Nice.
Little common.
Yeah, trout.
Trout?
Tiny little.
Yes, you're on the board.
Holy. Yep.
drink up, hey? Turning the light, Braxy. Beautiful.
Find the way in.
No shadow.
Stoked on my first trout. I was changed lures up and was casting it along the edge and hopping it, and then this thing came and ate it.
Let him go, bro.
There, look at that target.
Oh, it's a big GT! There he is. I knew he was in here somewhere.
I was taking you to that hole.
Yeah, that's how GTs eat, boys. He's not even that big.
Yeah, we're all thinking the same thing.
He's awake. Oh, gone. Hit the reef, yeah. Ah, well, you win some, you lose some. That was probably poor angling on my behalf there. But I could blame the drag, but I could have tightened it as well. But we've been fishing pretty light drag, light gear for the boys to cast lures around. This spot looked pretty good, so I had a quick cast in there. Hooked a nice GT. I don't know how big he was, it wasn't massive. I hate to make a call when I didn't get to see it very well, but sometimes they get you on the bombies, so that one got me. Pretty cool though, sick eat. Full cartwheeled out of the water twice. I think there might have even been another fish with him, but we retie and go again. Well, we were supposed to be going to find GTs, but this place is that amazing. We just keep having to stop along the way. Got Braxy hooked up on a long-tailed tuna here. He's in a world of hurt. Taj might get to wind along in yet. She's a bit unorthodox, that technique you got there going, mate. Got going there, I should say. It's all right, we'll let him go anyway. See, if we wanted to keep a feed, we'd have about 10 trout in the esky. But we've got one nice Spanish and that's all we really need. So we're gonna go up into some fusey schools now and actually hopefully catch some GTs. A little bit deeper, a little bit less dangerous country up here. So we might even give the boys a run on some GTs and loosen the drags off a bit. Try and pick out a smaller one for them. I knew he was in here, eh, Trent? Yeah, you're on the electric. Get on it. You might want to tighten that drag. Hey? Do you need to put any cameras or that on? We've got GoPro rolling.
On, my head's rolling. I've got the drone on it.
Yeah, I'm just cutting him off.
How's the timing? I put my drone up as he got hit.
How nice is that combo, Trent? Braxy. Video him on that. Oh yeah, sick. He's alright. Not massive, but healthy. He's a good fish. Well, we couldn't find the fusey schools, a little bit of chop, not much current happening. We're on almost neap tides. So we decided to come into these blue holes and cast around some bommies. Heaps of fun. You see me lose one earlier doing this, but we got one in the boat now. Not a massive fish, but still a cool fish. Hopefully we get a couple more. If you can. They're really well behaved, GTs.
Gonna kick in a minute, you ready?
Yep.
Finally, scratched that itch. Been a long time between GT bites. The fitness has gone, I know that. Let's get another.
I think I got all the talking out of our family, didn't I?
Talked enough for both of us.
That's it, that's a cast. Lock it up, go. Oh, yep, he's on it. Oh! Oh, he's still there, Brax. Get him. Trent. That's a big boy. We've just seen a big school of fusies here. We've been in this blue hole, we've come out through a channel. Big school of fusies. Braxy's put the perfect cast in over the top. I'm pretty sure Dan's got it on camera. Massive eat. That was epic, that eat. The thing had 2 goes at it, launched out the water. I was filming on the GoPro, nearly dropped it because I thought Brax was going overboard with the rod because of the fish. Brax weighs about 30 kilos. This could be his body weight. You're doing well, Braxy. Good techers, bro.
Maybe grab that little
The rod bucket for him. Yeah, good idea, Trent. How you feeling, Braxy? This could be the best. It could be the most.
Great! Excited and feel great, but it's very sore.
Yeah, we'll settle in, buddy.
How thick is that eat?
Mad.
What are you going to tell Mum when we get home? We're selling the house, aren't we? You're right, mate.
Where's he going, Dad?
He's proud dad moment right here, I'm telling you. I thought he was still a few years off catching his first GT, but...
Nice one, it's solid. Look at that.
Just work, buddy.
Deep colour.
This is the
Oh,
one.
there's 2. There's one with it. You're doing well, man.
Brax, one time in your life, mate, you just got to fight it out. You just got to do this yourself because we can't do it for you. I know, mate.
See that one last? Yeah, there's one with it.
Oh, he's doing a circle, Brax. He's doing a circle, Brax. Trent, jump over the other side. I've got a glove on, yeah. Oh, he's a good fish. He's going to do one more lunge, Braxy. Oh, he didn't like me grabbing him. You're right, bud. Oh, Brax, one of the hooks has come out of his mouth, Brax. Yeah! Yeah! Good boy, Christ.
It's all coming out at once. Broadcast up with his trying too.
Bit of dust out here on the reef, I tell ya. What a fish! Done it all yourself. Oh, mate.
Yeah.
what a day. Probably the most rewarding days fishing ever for me. See Brax, he gets so many epic fish. It's just what dreams are made of. Taj as well, with Trent here, his old boy, my brother. Real family affair. Clarky over there in his boat. Been a massive help all day today as well, Clarky. Someone for Dan to film with as well, or off his boat. The perfect day. It's always a perfect day when you get out the reef. Weather's been sick. I haven't caught that many fish, but it's been one of the best days ever. The boys are still jigging now, the sun's going down, they don't want to go home. But it's got to end sometimes, and that's the end of this one.